Looking for a new video game to play? Whether you're a casual player or an aspiring esports champion, a Japanese video game is a great way to immerse yourself in vast new worlds and exciting gameplay on your PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and more. From brightly animated fighting games to visceral and gory horror, Japan is home to some of the greatest and most influential games of all time. To help you find one that you'll love, we've compiled a list of the 10 best Japanese video games available. Our favorite is Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because of its huge roster of playable characters, high-quality graphics, and action-packed story mode. Read on to see what other games we loved, and check out our buying guide reviewed by a gaming entertainer for tips on finding the right game for you. The first product on our list is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo. Pros: over 70 playable characters to choose from. Graphics are polished and impressive to look at. New story mode has hours of single-player gameplay. Local and online multiplayer. Cons: gameplay can be difficult for newcomers to the franchise. Reviewers say online matchmaking is dissatisfying. The latest installment in the Super Smash Bros. Franchise, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, comes with plenty of new content. Not only does it introduce new playable characters and stages, but it also offers plenty of ways to play. Play against the computer in single-player mode, or test your skills using local multiplayer or online play. Reviewers who played this as their first Super Smash Bros. Game said that they struggle to navigate the menu and controls. However, most reviewers were impressed by the high-quality graphics and the number of playable characters. Many also enjoyed the single-player campaign. The second product on our list is Fire Emblem, Three Houses Nintendo. Pros: life and dating sim elements. High-quality graphics. Impressive battle gameplay mechanics. Cons: reports that text is hard to read in handheld mode. In Fire Emblem, Three Houses, you play as a professor who aids your students in their studies and battle. Choose to teach the Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, or the Golden Deer, and watch the story unfold as you get to know your students and engage in turn-based combat. Some reviewers said that it is difficult to read in-game text when playing in handheld mode. Many others, however, loved the story in each route. They especially enjoyed getting to know their students and other characters. Fans added that the battle gameplay has improved since previous games. The next product is Resident Evil 2 Capcom. Pros: updated, high-quality graphics. Setting is atmospheric and fills the player with dread. Mostly faithful to the original game, nostalgic. Reviewers recommend for newcomers to the series. Cons: reports that the story is shorter and has some overlap. A remake of the original released in 1998, Resident Evil 2 updates the classic survival horror game with improved graphics, audio, and gameplay mechanics. Face off against zombies as either Leon Kennedy or Claire Redfield as they work together to get to the bottom of what's causing the outbreak in Raccoon City. A few reviewers said that the story is short and has too much overlap between Leon and Claire's storylines. However, the majority of reviewers praised this remake for its updated graphics and setting. They also liked how faithful the story is to the original game. The next product in our list is Chrono Trigger, PC, Square Enix. Pros: nostalgic and enjoyable for fans of the original. Multiple different endings. Reviewers find the story well-paced and engaging. Players don't need to grind to level up skills. Cons: gameplay isn't optimized for PC. Fans of JRPGs and retro video games will love this remake of Chrono Trigger. Go on an adventure through time as you and your party fight to save the future. Players will also enjoy plenty of quality-of-life updates to the controls, graphics, and audio. Some reviewers describe the user interface as being cluttered and difficult to navigate. However, most reviewers enjoyed the nostalgic gameplay and engaging story. Players new and old appreciated the story's pace and that they did not need to grind to level up skills. The next product is Pokémon Shining Pearl Nintendo. Pros. Gameplay is nostalgic for fans of the original game, according to reviewers. Updated graphics and soundtrack. Hundreds of Pokémon to catch. Added content. Cons. Some gamers dislike that it's very similar to the original game. Both new and old fans of the Pokémon franchise will enjoy Shining Pearl, a remake of the 2006 original game. Choose between Turtwig, Chimchar, or Piplup and journey through the mountainous Sinnoh region. You'll meet interesting characters, engage in challenging battles, and face Palkia, a legendary Pokémon exclusive to Shining Pearl. Some reviewers said that this remake is almost too faithful to the original game. Overall, however, many appreciated the updates to the graphics and soundtrack. They loved the mix of nostalgic gameplay with new modern touches, too. The next product is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild Nintendo. Pros. Huge open world with beautiful graphics and real-time changes. Hundreds of secrets and treasures to discover. Many puzzles and challenges to solve. Freedom to tackle the game in any order. Downloadable content available for additional challenges, no extended story, though cons. Some mini dungeons can be repetitive. No hints to help with boss fights can make it difficult. In Breath of the Wild, you can complete main, side, and optional challenges in almost any order to reach your main goal of defeating Calamity Ganon. You can access almost any area without power-ups, but it will be easier with them. You can also solve puzzles in any of the 120 shrines to gain more strength and stamina. And of course, there are horses to ride. Many reviewers say exploring the map and uncovering new secrets are highlights of this game, even though these take some time. They like the expansive world and fun puzzles, noting that it's great for all ages, though keep in mind that some of the monsters may be scary. Reviewers also appreciate that there are so many things to do, from cooking to battling and more. The next product is Final Fantasy VII Remake Square Enix. Pros. High-quality graphics and voice acting. Upgraded controls and combat mechanics. Expands on the lore of the original game, hours of content. Cons. Not a complete remake, just the first of multiple updates to the original. Old and new Final Fantasy fans alike will love the first installment of this multi-part remake of Final Fantasy VII. Play as Cloud Strife, a soldier-turned-mercenary who has turned his back on the antagonistic Shinra Electric Power Company. Enjoy updates to the original game's graphics, controls, and more as you support the resistance group Avalanche and explore the city of Midgar. Some reviewers were disappointed that this game is not a complete remake, and others felt that it was not entirely faithful to the original story. However, the majority of reviewers were impressed by this remake's stunning, high-definition graphics and upgraded, strategic combat system. Some also appreciated that this remake expands on the lore in the original game. The next product in our list is Shadow Corridor KazukiShiroma. Pros. Setting is tense and atmospheric. Great use of Japanese mythology and aesthetics. Plenty of spirits to chase or jump out at the player. Several difficulty settings. Cons. Some reviewers found the gameplay underwhelming. From indie developer KazukiShiroma, Shadow Corridor is a Japanese horror game where you must escape from the spirits of the cursed No Mask. Move through dark, claustrophobic corridors, pick up items, and above all, survive. Plus, there are several difficulty options. A few reviewers were frustrated with the spirits, saying they are difficult to outrun because the player character moves slowly. But, most were impressed with how simple yet terrifying the game is. Reviewers enjoyed that the setting and spirits are modeled after Japanese culture and folklore, and many said that the game scared them. The next product in our list is the King of Fighters 14 SNK Corporation. Pros. 50+ playable characters. Reports that combos are easier to do than in previous games. Plenty of different gameplay modes. Cons. Reports that the graphics look dated. Some complaints about bugs with the PC version. Fight solo, with friends, or against online opponents in the King of Fighters 14. Players can choose from over 50 characters, each fully animated in 3D. Both longtime fans and newcomers to this franchise will be able to appreciate this game's evolved controls and gameplay mechanics. Reviewers said that the PC version crashed and lagged. Some also felt that the graphics looked dated. However, most gamers enjoyed the tight gameplay mechanics, noting that they have improved since previous games. They said that the multiplayer and arcade modes are fun. Many also liked that you can access the full roster of characters from the start. The next product is Guilty Gear Strive Arc System Works. Pros. Great introduction to the genre for new players. Diverse roster of playable characters. Reviewers enjoyed the graphics and soundtrack. Cons. Reports that online play disconnects players from the lobby. Guilty Gear Strive is visually stunning and narratively unique. Play through a rich story mode infused with heavy metal music, or face off against opponents in local multiplayer or online play. Longtime fans can enjoy new characters and music, while new fans will appreciate the intuitive gameplay mechanics. Some reviewers said that they were disconnected from the lobby before they could be paired for an online match. Despite that, many gamers said that this game is fun for those new to the franchise and fans. They appreciated the varied playable characters and great 3D visuals. It also received wide praise for its amazing soundtrack, with many gamers saying it feels like an album. Do you think this list makes sense? Leave a comment for us. You can find the product link in the description of the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with the latest reviews.